excited to make it more dramatic. I really hope that I give people passionate courage to use more color.
Artist Steve Bassett calls himself a missionary for color.
Soft cake frosting colors, or deep, rich, dark, kind of Renaissance colors, or I'm into circus colors that crash and bang and ring the calliope and bang the horn. The thing is, the quilt is holding its own. That's all I look for, and this is like architecture.
The Fox Hill Castle in Doylestown, Pennsylvania is the backdrop for Bassett's newest adventure in color, a book he will call Gloria Patchwork.
The quilting brings a kind of abstract excitement of color and pattern that's just more kind of daring and outrageous and on a bigger scale.
Some 30 years ago, this painter put aside oils and watercolors to take up knitting and needlepoint, for him, far more sensual art.
Wool is a magic fiber. There is a kind of therapy when silks and wools pass over your fingers and you're actually spinning this web of magic color that is unlike painting.
In the process, Bassett has become a needlework designer, author, and guru who's revolutionized the use of color.
What I tried to do was to take the simplicity of the medium and burst it into the colors that go in. Yeah, I think that looks good.
Until mid-October, Bassett's work will decorate the historic Woodlawn Plantation, the home of Nellie Custis, George and Martha Washington's granddaughter.
The colors just sing. It isn't in a white, sterile museum or an art gallery. It's in this place where people live, and there's beautiful furniture around. And there's a red bedroom. That was exciting because I had this whole flaming red series of things with oranges and pinks and reds. I think it's a perfect setting.
A perfect setting to display his needlework and the objects that inspired them. Objects that the rest of us might not even notice.
This little slate tile, which is just full of lichens, led to this needlepoint frame for a photograph or a painting or whatever. I get more inspiration from china and decorative objects, little enamel boxes, pieces of mosaic, anything like that. It's just grist to your middle as it's done.
That grist need not be exotic.
The humble cabbage is to me one of the most luscious and beautiful objects on this earth.
Why?
It has scale, it's voluptuous, and a wonderful big shape, big moving back leaves, and how could anyone resist it?
The British couldn't resist it. 8 years ago, this Bassett show broke attendance records at London's Victoria and Albert Museum. It traveled to Scandinavia and Australia and Canada. But the California native had a hard time convincing an American museum to showcase his work.
The Victorian cat was a wonderful piece of lace last weekend. Here, I think museums went missing needlepoint. I mean, can we be bothered with this, And the guy is still alive as well, and he's just American. So I don't know what they were thinking, but I never got my foot into him.
Not until he met Susan Olson, executive director of Woodlawn Plantation. This historic home outside Washington, D.C. is a mecca for American needlecraft, in homage to its original owner, Nellie Custis.
Deliveries of our historic collections are very pieces, from crystals to fire screens to bookmarks. She was a terrific artist and developed beyond the average of her time period. They're extravagant, and very colorful, and very detailed. Nellie Custis wrote that she inherited her love of the needle from her beloved grandmother, Martha Washington. In those days, stitchery was primarily practical. Clothing, stockings, and fire screens. Firestone is actually willed to one of her descendants because it was such an accomplished piece. She wanted to make sure that the pattern went to someone, basically copyrighting it. So it wasn't just a hobby as far as she was concerned. Oh no, it was her legacy.
You'll find Bassett's legacy in some half-dozen books with titles like Glorious Interiors, Glorious Needlepoint, Glorious Knit.
That looks good. That looks good. That looks good.
Though his first love remains yarn, Liza Pryor Lucy has convinced Bassett of the joy of quilting.
I think it's incredibly significant what the quilt makers of this world have brought to us in the way of perception, and particularly how wonderful it is on something pedestrian that we can use every day. It's pure sherbet ice cream and, robin's eggs and Easter candies.
And why you want to know whether it hangs in a museum or hangs on a barn, whether it's created out of wool or silk thread, or scraps of fabric. Finally, it is color that is the essence of Bassett's art.
There's something deeply satisfying about a beautiful arrangement of fabrics brought together, be they yarn knitted or needlepointed. There's something inevitable about it and something that you cannot forget. That combination is in your mind. You can go away and listen to it like a beautiful piece of